Over the past decade, the popularity of zombie survival games has continued to grow as players look to test their skills against the undead. With engaging stories and intense gameplay, zombie games can offer you an exciting experience that is sure to keep you on your toes. If you're a fan of zombie survival games and looking for the best games available for PC, you've come to the right place. In this video, I will show you the 14 best zombie survival games for PC. The State of Decay series debuted as an Xbox Live arcade game in 2013 and tackles the trials and tribulations of surviving and thriving among the undead. As such, it's a slower, more thoughtful apocalypse experience, though there's no shortage of opportunities to satisfy your zombie bloodlust with a range of weapons and vehicles. The 2018 sequel built on the original zombie sandbox premise by expanding in scope and adding 4-player co-op while maintaining the near-constant tension that accompanies the threat of permadeath. Telltale's The Walking Dead is a narrative adventure series set in a post-apocalyptic world. The definitive series contains all 4 seasons as well as a couple of mini-series. Each one has its own narrative. However, the overarching story is all about the young girl Clementine trying to survive in a zombie-infested world. You watch her grow over the seasons to see her become a truly great zombie survivor. It's an interesting bit of character development. What's equally compelling are the stories told in each season, and you have some control over them due to the game forcing you to make important choices. At first glance, 7 Days to Die seems like just another zombie game, the intersection at which Minecraft somehow inexplicably collides with the likes of DayZ. But to dismiss it based on its crude graphics and misshapen landscapes would be to greatly underestimate this muddy-looking craft em-up, as it's probably the closest thing we've ever had to an interactive zombie movie. The zombies are proper Romero-style meatbags. They're slow, shuffling corpses barely registering your presence as you venture further and further afield with each new scavenging trip. It's all designed to lull you into a false sense of security. You think, yeah, those traps will do the trick when you hunker down at night. The game throws a swarm at you and all hell breaks loose. It's classic zombie movie mistakes 101. You should have known better, and yet you fall into their trap every single damn time. Ultimately, 7 Days to Die knows how to apply just the right amount of pressure to keep you on your toes, provided it doesn't shoo them off in your sleep first, of course. DayZ is one of the most popular zombie survival games and is often seen as being the pinnacle of the genre. The game has a strong emphasis on survival mechanics and is known for its realism and attention to detail that tasks players with maintaining their characters' health, hunger, and thirst levels. Not only that, but there is a complex medical system that adds a further challenge in surviving in this post-apocalyptic world. Players must also contend with the threat of other players as the game is very heavily focused around PvP. Due to its open world and immersive gameplay, DayZ offers a unique and intense gaming experience. The game is known for its realistic graphics and attention to detail, which helps to bring the post-apocalyptic world to life. The Last of Us Part 1 is a faithful remake of the original 2013 game. While some fans may not see the point of replaying a game as long as this one, the remake does offer some brilliant additions. There's more difficulty settings available for those who love to challenge themselves, as well as more accessibility options. Some of these include awareness indicators for the hard of hearing and traversal and combat audio cues as part of the vision accessibility preset, making this title one of the most accessible on our best zombies games list. While the UI does leave something to be desired compared to the original, this title is specifically built for the PS5 and so shows off everything this next-gen console has to offer. Days Gone's open world is a post-apocalyptic playground on which you're let loose with protagonist Deacon St. John's rusty, trusty motorcycle and dozens of ways to bury the undead. It was one of Sony's less celebrated exclusives from the PS4 era, yet it's carved out a spot in the zombie game pantheon thanks largely to its horde sequences. These encounters, of which there are 40, pit Deacon against up to 500 freakers, Days Gone's term for zombies, at once in a heart-pumping trial of quick wit and quicker reflexes. For those who enjoyed 2012's Black Ops 2 Zombies, you'll probably agree that the Bus Depot is so iconic a map that, for that alone, this title deserves a spot on our best zombie games list. Call of Duty Zombies is a brilliant series if you're a fan of grotesque violence and the gun-loving frenzy that COD is known for. The premise is simple. A group of soldiers, yourself included, have been sent on a mission to destroy an enemy facility. While scoping the place out, you're attacked by zombies and trapped within the building. If you find yourself at a loose end, then check out our Black Ops 2 Zombies guide. However, thanks to the variety of maps, you can easily enjoy this game mode without paying too much attention to the story. Simply, this is an adrenaline-boosting world of fun that can be enjoyed either by yourself or with friends. You could elect any of Treyarch's Call of Duty games to this list because their zombie horde modes are the best around. Black Ops 4 had an excellent zombies mode, but we've singled out Black Ops Cold War because it's a nice entry point for those who've not played this mode before. It just so happens that the rest of the game is a thrilling FPS game overall. It also has a fresh story, great tutorials, and Easter eggs galore. The original map is also much easier for the classic survival modes. There are still tons to sink your teeth into, and the reception from those who have played it has been more positive than prior installments. Survival mechanics meet grappling hooks in Dying Light, a big, messy genre mashup. It combines some of Minecraft's greatest strengths, like scavenging for materials in an open world, item crafting, and scary monsters that come out at night, with solid hand-to-hand combat, a fun and speedy traversal system, and grappling hooks. Zombies and grappling hooks, a match made in video game heaven. Dying Light 2, Stay Human is a zombie survival game that places players in the shoes of a wanderer embarking on a quest to uncover the truth about their past. Set in a beautifully detailed and vast open world, Dying Light 2 offers up an immersive and atmospheric gameplay experience where danger lurks around every corner. Players must also improve their combat skills and parkour abilities to have any chance of surviving, particularly at night where the infected become more active and dangerous. This dynamic day and night cycle adds an extra layer of challenge and strategy to Dying Light 2. After all this time, Dead Island 2 managed to escape the clutches of development hell to become one of the finest zombie-killing simulators around. As one of the 6 Dead Island 2 slayers, you don't have to worry about becoming infected anytime soon as you explore the picturesque beaches of Hell, slicing and dicing your way through countless waves of zombies. As mentioned in our Dead Island 2 review, while there is a story buried in the campaign, that's not the reason why you're booting up this game. It's all about killing zombies while using a range of Dead Island 2 skills and weapons. We highly recommend checking out our Dead Island 2 Fuses guide to get ahead of these rare items. Use them to access rare loot and other valuable items to help you make some progress in the campaign. A zombie survival game that seems reluctant to leave early access, Project Zomboid is an isometric sandbox that drops you in a town and tasks you with simply not dying, which is easier said than done when hundreds of zombies are waiting to make a snack out of your brain. Project Zomboid's obsessively detailed simulation deserves top billing. Take vehicles, for instance. They're a recent addition, and they pretty much function like real cars. You can lock them, break into them, hotwire them, fiddle with the thermostat, muck around with the radio, strip them for parts. Everything's taken into account. There are practical reasons for all this granular detail, so you'll benefit from temperature controls during extreme weather, while smashing a window to break into a car will make it less secure if zombies attack. This simulation extends to the natural world as well, so it takes into account precipitation levels, snowfall, and temperature, and then the world reacts accordingly, physically changing and putting new demands on players. It's all tremendously ambitious, and the long development time makes more sense when you see what's been added over the years. Minecraft is best known for the creative endeavors it's inspired, like building all of Middle-earth, but there's a survival game in there too, full of deadly knights and creepers waiting to blow up everything you've worked so hard to create. Hunger, thirst, and death accompany you as you dig underground and explore infinite, procedural worlds full of monsters and dungeons. A brilliant crafting system means that you have a great deal of freedom when it comes to how you survive. You might build automated systems and sprawling mines, becoming an industrial powerhouse, or maybe you'll choose the simple life, rearing animals and growing crops. All the mods and game modes mean that you can essentially build your own survival game, or you can focus on something else, like building a flying pirate ship with a bunch of mates. And if you fancy an additional challenge, there's a hardcore survival mode that deletes the entire world when you die. It's not for the faint of heart. The Day Before is an upcoming MMO zombie survival game that is set in a post-pandemic America. In this world, which has become overrun by the infected, players will need to scavenge for resources and fight for survival against both the infected and other players who will no doubt want everything you have. The Day Before features a vast array of realistic weapons, as well as detailed vehicles that players can drive to explore the vast open world that contains multiple different biomes. The Day Before looks set to be a thrilling and challenging game that is sure to appeal to fans of the zombie survival genre. Hopefully, The Day Before will live up to expectations to be considered as one of the best new zombie games in 2023. So, did you like the games I recommended? So leave your like, subscribe to the channel to follow me, and activate the bell because I post a lot of videos on this channel and you can't miss it. I would like to remind you that in the description we have a list of different products that can make your gaming experience much better. If you want to buy, the link will be in the description. Anyway, thank you very much for following me this far, and until next time, bye.